Kobe, how did it feel, man? You almost won the game?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. One, to be back out there playing, you know, and to be back out there and playing in front of these fans was great. You know, I tried to, you know, I looked at the schedule and I knew my shoulder was bothering me, and I wanted to make sure, you know, I rested it enough to be able to play one last time here.
So Byron said he was trying to keep you around 30, 31, 32 minutes. Was that the deal? You wasn't worried about going back in the fourth?
No, I wasn't worried about it, man. Even if I had, you know, like 15, 17 minutes or something like that, you know, I'd much rather watch the young guys play. I mean, they played so well. I mean, they worked really, really hard, and it's important for them to figure out how to close those games out. You know, without me on the floor, so obviously I'm not going to be there next year. So it's important for them to learn how to do those things.
Because given the fact that you haven't been playing the past two games, how did you manage to get into rhythm pretty quickly?
Because we went down by like 15, you know, and so rhythm, you know, took a back seat to being pissed off. You know what I mean? Like it just, you know, it was like sink or swim time. You know what I mean? And that helped me get into rhythm pretty quickly.
George Karl said that you were the best player out of high school. Do you agree? It's come into the league.
I mean, it's tough for me to agree, but I'll just take the compliment. I mean, it'd be polite not to accept the compliment. Be impolite. So I'll accept it.
Kobe, have you made any plans as you retire? What is it? You business or movies? Or?
Well, I just saw Brad Miller, who I haven't seen in a while, and I told him to expect a phone call from me, and we'll go out and do a little hunting together. So. No, but besides that, obviously, there's things that I'm definitely interested in doing and writing and formatting and creating, and extremely passionate about it. Obsessive, actually. So
how special is just this place in your career?
It's a special place. I mean, not just for me. I think for the city itself. I mean, this is, you know, I'm sad to see this place go. I mean, it's been a long time coming for this city to get a new arena, and deservedly so. But at the same time, there's so much history here, and you know, the way that this arena is built, with the fans being right on top of you and you feeling the electricity in the building. Going to be sad to see it go.
Do you have a favorite memory here, Kobe?
Well, I mean, nothing. I don't think anything will ever top Game 7, and you know, and not, you know, the end of Game 7, but the beginning of Game 7, the start. You know, the announcing of the starting five and the lights going out, and you know, all those cool lights that they gave everybody, and then just waving them around, and you just kind of feel the electricity in the building. You know, that's the best part.
What do you feel like to get an ovation in this building, not just from some Laker fans that you've had before, but even Kings fans tonight?
It was great. You know, it's just you know, it's a sign of respect, and even though we've been enemies for so many years, you know, it just felt good to, you know, to feel that respect from them, and then you know, me in turn reciprocated. You know, I joked with Vladdy a little bit. I said, Vladdy, if you're going to give me a retirement gift, just please don't give me a bacon cheeseburger and cheesecake. just don't do that.
What did Vladdy say to you?
He gave me a Charlotte Hornets jersey with a number 8. It's awesome.
Appreciate the way this game played out. You guys come back. I mean, could you appreciate the moment even though you weren't in there toward the end?
Yeah, I absolutely could. Absolutely could. And I tell you, at the beginning of the game when they were doing the national anthem, I looked up in the rafters, you know, and I saw the jerseys of players you know, that I was rivals with, and Weber and Divac and Peja. I'm looking up there and I'm going, it was like yesterday I was just playing against them and their numbers are retired. What the hell am I still doing here? So if I hadn't decided to retire before now, that would have made me retire immediately.
Kobe, can you just connection with Vladdy kind of made you when you guys were trading for each other 20 years ago? What's that bond?
Yeah, it's a great bond because we've always had a tremendous amount of respect for each other, even when we played against each other. And the year that we played together, we actually grew even closer. You know, we were around each other quite a bit. I had a chance to talk quite a bit, and he has a great sense of humor, he's a practical joker, and it goes extremely well with my sarcasm. So we spent a lot of time together. So
When you think about Michael Jordan and Bird and Magic and what they did, when they were in the league, how did you want to be remembered?
Well, I mean, as a player that moved the league forward, in my own way, and hopefully inspire the next generation of athletes to compete with the same passion and treat the game with the same level of responsibility and attention to detail. And if I can pass that on to the next generation, that's really the most important thing for me, anyway.
Kobe, do you feel like if you leave the game, like the game is in a better place than when you came in 20 years ago?
I hope so. It seems like that. I mean, there's so many great players in the league today, and not only that, but they really seem to care about the game. They're not easily distracted by outside things, and they really seem to care about the craft of the game of basketball. As I walk away from the game, that's something that I'm really impressed by.
DeMarcus Cousins had a huge game. Can you talk a little bit more about his rise to stardom here?
Yeah, I told him during the game, I said, you've been playing extremely well. And he was getting 30 points and 15 rebounds and things like that. And he said, thank you. And I said, actually, you know what? I take that back. I said, you're playing well if you get like 40 and 25. 30 and 15, you should pretty much do that every night. And he just started laughing, and I'd laugh too. And I said, no, I'm serious. So, he's that good of a player. Really is.
Hey, Kobe, can you take us through that lob you threw down?
Well, I mean, if you go back and watch the play, I mean, the first time we ran it, we're a little late on the pass, and I was a little late on the catch. But I noticed that they were leaning, right? The defender was leaning. So I told Jordan just to run it again. I was going to go back door. I said, I'm feeling good, so just throw it up and I'll go get it.
Byron said he gave you a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah. I told him, 2 hands, I'm okay. 2 hands, I'm okay. I went to the basket early in the game, and I thought about dunking it because my legs felt fine. But then I thought about my shoulder, and I was like, I'm not going to chance it.
If you had to pick one, Kobe, 8 or 24?
That's a coin flip for me. It really is. It's a coin flip, and it's a tough call for me.
I say 8 maybe for a day.
What would you say is your biggest career accomplishment?
The biggest career accomplishment. I would say beating the Celtics in 2010. Man, that was really that was tough. It was really tough. That'd be it for me.
Seeing a good friend, Rajon Rondo, starting to play well again, how does that feel to see him kind of, I think he's 6th in All-Star voting and doing a lot better in this new system?
Well, I mean, he's playing like Rajon. I mean, it's not a surprise to me at all. I mean, he's a great player at both ends of the floor. Always has been, always will be. It doesn't matter where he's at or who he's playing with. Rajon is going to do Rajon things. But personally, it feels good to see him back in rhythm and see him putting up the kind of numbers, astronomical numbers that he normally does. I mean, he gets stupid triple doubles, like stupid stuff, like 10, 20, and like 18. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Kobe, cosa significa per te avere tifosi in tutta America che ti applaudono anche da avversari e essere stato il più votato per lo Star Game, più di LeBron e finora più di Steph Curry?
È una grande sorpresa per me, definitivamente è una grande sorpresa, però mi sento molto orgoglio per questo. Ho lavorato moltissimo per tantissimi anni per avere questo momento. La cosa che posso dire solamente è grazie per tutto.
Thank you guys.